Namaste. Hi. When it comes to preserving our vital energy, specifically the creative energy, the sexual energy, there's a thin difference between men and women. Okay. So women, they don't diminish. Yeah. So the essence or the ojas contained in their ovum remains inside their bodies and will only exit the body through childbirth. And of course, the process they go through monthly, but not as much as us men. Okay, all right. However, we still encourage female counterparts to moderate their sexual activity because the exhaustion, yeah, of that sexual act could drain their energy as a whole. But they do not lose, yeah, the ojas or the vital creative force. Okay. So I truly believe, yeah, it might be debatable, that female counterparts are really high up there when it comes to retaining their spiritual value. Okay. Now, whereas men, we actually release the seminal fluid that contains the vital tissue of the oshas. And if we drain and allow this to leak out of our body excessively, it could actually lessen our spiritual potential. Because the bindu, yeah, so that's where it comes from. The cerebrospinal fluid flows down, and that is one of the reasons why, we are given this gift of producing that creative force. But Hatha Yoga teaches us ways, first, to replenish, if we can't help it, because as human beings, it's our function. One of our creative functions is to, express that urge. Yeah, but Hatha Yoga teaches us, how to replenish, and the most potent is actually pranayama. Pranayama, particularly, yeah, is the most powerful in replenishing. However, don't abuse pranayama as well, because the after the ejaculation, the energy is drained out, and then you might not even have the energy to perform your pranayama. Yeah? So, but pranayama is one way for us to replenish. But there's also a technique called the Vajrali Mudra. Vajrali Mudra, the text is quite explicit. You might just read, but it's the essence is, yeah, even if you're about to ejaculate, you control it from happening. Okay, yeah, it's like edging. Okay. However, Vajrali Mudra is more than that. You can culminate. You can reach your peak, but you retain the essence inside. It's a skill actually, yeah, for us men to learn. Yeah. So it's like you're about to reach that point, then you allow it to drain out, but don't release your emotional and spiritual gratification. Yes, a sexual energy as a spiritual counterpart. Yeah, it's the euphoria. Yeah, the intense, yeah, gratification we achieve when we are about to reach the uh, culmination of our sexual urge. Yeah, but you prevent that from happening. Yes, it will. The liquid will leak out of your body, but it doesn't contain as much, yeah, essence as when you release it in a normal gratification act, so to speak. Yeah, so that's Vajrayana Mudra. Yeah, so you release the fluid, you release the urge, you consummate, yeah, that sexual activity, but you don't lose 100% of your force, so to speak. Probably you just lose 10, and because you are able to retain. Yeah, so that's Vajroli Mudra in essence. Vajroli Mudra in a spiritual sense means you allow the creative function or that creative force to, divert to a higher spiritual, I say, activity. Yeah, which includes practicing yoga, meditation, reading cardinal or scriptures, yeah, listening to spiritual talks like this, as well as, find a hobby, to distract you, and then avoid being in a situation that you have access to those stimulating articles, stimulating objects, yeah, especially in this modern time that in just one click of the internet, we can gain access to the many stimulating resources there. So yeah, practicing discernment, and then really you practice to resolve not to be in that situation. If you cannot help it, yes, it's all right when you express it through love, compassion, procreation, but excessive is not advisable as well. Yeah, so the sexual energy is actually the most potent when it comes to attaining spiritual awakening, because that is actually, yeah, a substance that when we allow to remain inside the body, it becomes subtle force that we can ride on when we meditate. And I've talked about this, like sound, sensation, vibration. And through time of practicing Brahmacarya, or the control of your senses, or your preservation of energy in general, your brain, your pituitary gland will sense that, ooh, yeah, the body is having enough of this vital force. So it will lessen its production of that hormone. So we become less, yeah, attached to that urge as well. So it really takes discipline, really takes discipline, takes discernment, it takes resolve, yeah, to be able to achieve that higher, yeah, creative control. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Namaste. Bye bye.